My friend Hal Freeman is a retired professor and lives with his family in a small city south of St. Petersburg in Russia called Luga. While there, he started a blog called Between Two Worlds, where he chronicles his adventures and experiences as an American living in a small city in Russia. And this summer, the summer of 2018, Hal and his family returned to the States on vacation, and I had the opportunity to catch up with them and to conduct this interview with Hal. So I think you'll find it quite interesting. I hope you enjoy this episode from my interview with Hal Freeman.
Well, as I said, we are a Russian Orthodox. We go to a Russian Orthodox church. My first response would be, in general, there is a lot of respect for the church. I'm not saying all or most Russians go to church, but I'm saying there is a respect for the church. They don't think you're weird or strange because you go to church. They're very positive, even those who don't go. And they're very respectful of the fact. If you tell them, "Oh, I can't come. I'll be at liturgy or Vespers or whatever," and so there's a respect. I think Russia found out what it was like to go without God, the church. All that was cast aside by communism, and most of them will tell you, even those who are not faithful churchgoers, will tell you that was bad for us. That did not have a good impact on our culture, our society, our lives. And so I think in general you see that. Somewhat like when I was in South Carolina when I was a kid. Of course, it's Protestants, but there was still a lot of respect for the church. And I find that in Russia. That the taxi cab driver came to pick us up on Pasa or Easter, they say in the West, and Christos Vaskresi, Christ is risen, and here's a cab driver. He knew here's a family going to church, and he just smiled at us like this is a good thing. And then as far as the church life, I suspect it is very much like church life in America as far as our church friends become important to us, and getting into the life of especially Orthodoxy, I think, because it's the calendar. There's a flow, there's a rhythm there, and you're in that with other people, being together, and it inspires me because the liturgy is in Church Slavonic, and I can't follow Church Slavonic very well. If it were Russian, I could do okay, but Slavonic throws me off, and I can't follow and interpret everything that's said. I know the liturgy, so I know basically what is being done, but I can't. It's not like if it were in English where I could follow, and there's a loss there, but sometimes I do look around, and I look at the people there, and in our small, we go to a small congregation, maybe 75 are there on Sunday morning, and there's children all around. And our kids have other kids they see and they play, after church, and they see them in the liturgy and they go stand with them. And so I see the young families, and I was standing 2 weeks ago, I think, behind a short group of older men. And I thought about what those men have been through in their lives. They were raised, probably born under Stalin because they were very old men. And they saw all of that, and they saw the downfall of communism. They saw their government collapse. They saw the 90s and Yeltsin. They've been through all, and I was just watching them, and there they were participating in the liturgy. And it was just a great inspiration. So I couldn't understand exactly the words that they were speaking, but it was a great inspiration to me to see the different ages that are there in that little church in a little village that we go to. And then at Trapeza, or coffee hour, as they call it in American Orthodox, to see people and chat. And again, a lot are intimidated in talking to me because they know I'm American, they're just a little hesitant. It's not being unfriendly; they just are hesitant. But it's still, I feel very comfortable. And sometimes when I don't have people to talk to, I'd like to have more. But when some of my friends are not there, I can't just. I'm a little intimidated starting a conversation in Russian. They're intimidated talking to me in American and in American English, and so sometimes I don't, get to participate as much as the others. But I still enjoy it. I look forward to, the Russian word for Sunday is still Воскресенье, resurrection. That's what day it is, and we look forward to that, and we enjoy it. We have a very good relationship with our priest, Batushka, as he's called, and his family, and so it's a part of the flow of life. The other thing is that in Orthodoxy, with the fast, different periods and different days of the week, you go to the grocery store and you have food that is labeled. If there's a question, the food will be labeled with what we would say in English, fast friendly. You know which foods that they're selling at the grocery store that are acceptable. It's been examined by the church, has a seal that this is okay for you to eat during the fast, and go to restaurants and you can ask for a fast menu, not a speedy, but a menu for the fact that you're observing the fast, and more times than not they will bring you a menu and you order from that. So again, the church is a part of the life of the community, and it's a very positive experience for us. Makes us feel a more part of that community as well.
Hi again. Hope you enjoyed this episode from my interview with Hal Freeman. Please subscribe below to get notified when new episodes become available, which happens every week. And if you would, please leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of this video. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.